are you even a golf fan in Northern Ireland if you've never heard of Fred Daly? Fred Daly was a trailblazer in the field of golf, a man from Portrush who learned to play on the very links there and who won the Open and has become a character of legend. And if you'd like to pay pilgrimage, there are a couple of landmarks that can be visited by the public. Francis Daly, better known as Fred, was born at this house, 103 Causeway Street in Portrush on the 11th of October 1911 to working class parents Daniel Daly and Annie Kennedy. A blue plaque has been placed on the wall by the Ulster History Circle, but the house itself is a private residence. If you take a stroll uphill of just over a mile, you will find yourself at Fred's final resting place at Ballywillan Cemetery, with its striking views over Portrush and the links. Daly's career took him all over, at a time before vast sponsorship deals made players wealthy. His professional life saw stints at Meahy Island, Lurgan, City of Derry, and then for over 45 years, Balmoral Golf Club in Belfast. In 1946, Daly won the Irish Open, and then in 1947, aged just 36, Daly became the first ever Irishman, north or south, to win the coveted Claret Jug at the Open in Hoylake, Liverpool. It would be 60 years before it would return to the island when Padraig Harrington won in 2007. Daly's win earned him a mere £150 purse, the equivalent of about £5,000 in today's money, a far remove from the 2.3 million the 2025 winner will receive. That year, he also became the first Irish player to take part in the Ryder Cup as part of the Great Britain team, and he would play the competition another 3 times. Daly continued to play professionally into the 1970s, and in 1984 he was awarded the MBE for services to golf. Although he spent his later life in Belfast, after his death aged 79 of a heart attack on the 18th of November 1990, his body was returned to his hometown, and today he is buried in Ballywillan Cemetery with various other members of the extended Daly family located in nearby plots. While recent Irish winners like Shane Lowry and Rory McIlroy get frequent mentions in the town, aside from a temporary display during the 2025 Open, there is little about Daly for the tourists or locals. Royal Portrush do hold a collection of Daly artefacts in their archive, but in spite of Daly's importance to the sport and Portrush itself, there isn't a public memorial, sculpture, or even a mural in the town. Perhaps, as we approach the 80th anniversary of his historic win, it's time to change that. Let me know in the comments if you think there should be a public tribute to Fred Daly in Portrush. I'm Robert J. Simpson. Don't forget to like, follow and share for more interesting and forgotten places and local histories.